There we go. It's pretty dark. I mean, it was pretty light. I had to make it dark. This does not look bad at all. Just in my opinion. Let's see. Excuse me. What's up? The crypto undead's in the house. Let's go. What's up, TCU? Had a pretty good live stream today. What's up, Fizzle? Metal detecting England is in the house. Hello, hi all, Jasmine Army. Let's go. Yeah, where's Jasmine? What's Jasmine doing? Nothing, right? Yeah, it's still not doing anything. Yeah, Jasmine's still not doing anything right now. We're just waiting for a breakout, unfortunately, so it's pretty boring right now. Stocks are at all-time high. Can BTC just freaking stay up for like a week? This is true. This is true. Yeah, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin did come down to our support at 103, which is crazy. I didn't think it was going to go down that low, but technically we broke out of resistance too, so I still do think 139 and 148 is in play. That's not the right one. There. Yeah, and we just crossed the 20-day moving average. So yeah, I mean, every single time it crosses the moving averages, we get some sort of recovery bounce in this bull market, right? We were down, we broke out, and then once we broke over the 20-day moving average, we started legging up, and then same thing here goes, right? I think we're good. I think the next leg up is in play right now. At least that's what my play is. We can all have different opinions. I don't care what any other person says. I think we're still bullish. I'm not gonna put a time frame on it because realistically nobody knows when. It doesn't have to happen just because it's happened before. And yeah, I mean just that, How do we know that it's not going to extend out to 2026? We don't. People want to call a top this month, next month, December. I'm going to call a top once I see Bitcoin breaking below my targets. We can all play it differently. Is it over, brother? No, not in my opinion. Silver Days is in the house. Let's go, Silver Days. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to some sort of hopium. Matthew Jocko, Mog Whale is in the house. Let's go. What's up, Happy Goy? How are you? Yeah, let's see how Mog's doing. We can't check Mog until Matthew Dropco. Yeah, so it is pretty bearish right now, unfortunately. Yeah, it is bearish. It's below all its moving averages. And it is below resistance. So yeah, it's unfortunately it's still bearish right now. What we're waiting for is to get that breakout. But I mean, that's like, I'm waiting for Dogecoin Mars to break out. So what's up? Jeffrey? How are you? Hope that you're doing well. Thank you, Nova. Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you? I hope you're doing well too. How's PayPay looking? That garbage rugged the Ethereum poll. How's PayPay looking? I don't know. Let's see. I mean, obviously you're gambling. It's a 400. I think this is the right one. It's 488,000 market cap. I mean, your best bet is, yeah, it's like a 15x back up to its all-time high. So the way I look at it is, okay, well, it's around a 7.5 million market cap. That's not, it's not impossible. But the question is this like, are you just, I'm assuming you're just trying to gamble with this and get like a, up to 15x. But the question is this going to be another coin that gets listed on these exchanges and that gets on Coinbase and Binance? Are you looking for, are you hoping that PayPay is going to be longevity, or are you like, okay, well, I just want to get my money and run, right? And you could say that about every single coin, but you especially say that when you're on a DEX screener coin, when you're, I mean, this thing isn't even on anywhere. So I guess you're maintaining an uptrend though. You're making higher highs and higher lows. So it does have that going for it. And it's, on ETH chain. Let's see. I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, I guess this isn't, yeah, this just made a lower low. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so for this, I mean, the same thing, right? You're at the low, so what are you hoping to do? What are you hoping to do with this? 25x back to its all-time high. I mean, how high was the market cap? Yeah, it was 150 million, so it could, it could go back up. It might be a pretty good gamble play. I do like the lock liquidity to market cap ratio. It has 1.1 million lock liquidity. But unfortunately, again, it is bearish. It's all the way at its low. So nothing to see here until we get that breakout. You take a 5x. Yeah, I mean, even if 5x is going to put the market cap around 30 million. So it's not impossible. Yeah, if I was you, I would probably take a 5x too. Yeah, maybe like a 0.5 retracement or a 3.2 retracement. I'm here. Yeah, I'm not sweating it. Fed meeting Wednesday. All tokens are probably going to drop before that. Yeah, and then they're going to announce the rate cut, and it's going to go up. Right? Jason Sinkar for 2 beans said Toshi. Yeah, Toshi's very bullish right now. Toshi's in a huge uptrend. Yeah, so for Toshi, the same thing. We don't need to change anything with the targets. You're just waiting to break out over 85, and then once that happens for the third time, I do think Toshi to the moon, previous high, and then I put Toshi at around 2094. I think what was it? Crypto Undead, the TCU was saying he wanted a 50x on Toshi. I mean, okay, so like maybe I think okay, so 50x, that's not crazy because a 50x is going to put the market cap around 15 billion. And keep in mind, it has 907,000 holders. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of holders. So, so I think 10x is really, really, really doable. Like, I think it's very possible. And 20x too, because that's still only a 6 billion, market cap. But anything over that, I'd probably sit over there with my hand over the sell button because if this thing starts running or when it does start running. Oh look, this was my old car. That's funny. I was looking at buying the car back. So I used to drive this car back in 2023, and then I sold it to save money, and then I saved money, and now I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna buy my car back. But yeah, that's funny. I don't know about these two. Like I would never buy this. What is that? An Aston Martin? Nope. And then the other one, no. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for Toshi. We're just waiting to get this breakout, and very, very, very bullish on Toshi. So just FYI. And thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Dogecoin. We're just waiting for Dogecoin to go up so Elon goes up, right? Taking a look at Dogecoin on the live stream. So for Dogecoin, nothing's new, nothing's exciting. Obviously, we are getting a relief. I guess I wouldn't really call this a relief rally, but we're getting a bounce. We are staying over a critical area at 18 cents. I'd say over 18 cents is a good sign, and then bullish once we break 26 cents for, I guess you could count 3 times, right? We've been stuck at it the last 3 times. So maybe 4th time's a charm. You're still making higher highs and higher lows across the board. So this is very, very, very bullish. What we don't want to see is price action under 18 cents. So nothing has happened from Saturday's update video. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Dogecoin. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. BTC looking bearish, not gonna lie. I think Bitcoin's looking great right now. Are you kidding me? Bitcoin looks great. We just broke through previous support, flipped resistance, and we are yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing good. Obviously, you're gonna get some sort of retracement. I mean, look, most likely if you're looking at it on the hourly. Yeah, look, Bitcoin's almost bottomed on the hourly. So, what's the worst case scenario? Would come down to 112, and then get a bounce from it, right? How's Dogelon looking? Let's see. Oh, I guess is gold going down? What's happening with gold? No. Worst case scenario, the floor falls out from stocks. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a worst case scenario. That's crazy. My friend's starting to invest in stocks. And I'm like, dude, you're buying when everything's at its all-time high. Just be careful. But he doesn't listen. So honestly, people just have to like lose money to learn. But the market is a brutal place. And I just hope like he doesn't gamble. But then again, I have so much money in Dogecoin Mars, so like I'm kind of doing the same thing. Yeah, let's look at Elon. Yeah, I'm happy. This like I literally bought here. I'm up a good amount on this position, so I don't know if I want to sell the 76 billion and take a profit or not, but I think I'll just keep it. Honestly, I like it's just not enough. I think that the 76 billion, if it once it actually ends up going up here, so another like let's just say even 50%, 50 to 76%, I'll probably sell that 76 billion and then just have an even 100 billion. DMV boss says, hey, Crypto Meow, can you check out Dog and Me when you get a chance? Thank you. Yes, we can take a look at Dog and Me for you. Yeah, so Dog and Me, we are in resistance right now, okay? Taking a look at Dog and Me on the live stream. So we got a really nice move up with Dog and Me. Just keep in mind, we are stuck in resistance right now. So, you know, if you're holding it, be careful. We might come back down and make a higher low and then move up from there. So just be open-minded to that. What you really want to see is a breakout through 305, and then we can start looking at the targets on the upside. But on the downside, again, just be careful. We might have topped here, made a lower high, and we might come back down and retest the low. So we really need to push up over 305 and have price action maintain levels over that area. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. For traders, congratulations, because obviously you bought this area, and that's around an 87% move that you got. So congratulations on that. Again, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. Nice move, man. Hey, I hope you bought the dip. Because if you bought the dip, that's 80%. That's exactly my thought logic behind the Dogecoin I bought. So I bought down here because that's what I'm waiting for. So I bought 76.2 billion here. Oh, I've never looked at this car. That car looks ugly. I would never buy that car. Because like imagine if I put it in Toshi, for example, then on that position I'd be up like so much. Yeah, 76.2 billion. So on that position, how much was it? It was like $5,000 or something, $6,000 or something like that. But like imagine being up 80% on that, and bam, I get to just pocket $5,000-$6,000. That's what I'm hoping for. Not even taking this wick, just taking to like where I actually ended up buying. Man, I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day long. But yeah, for Dog and Me, like if I had done that with this coin, it's like, oh man, I bought the dip, but I bought the dip on the wrong coin, right? So that's something in the future that I'm gonna, obviously pivot and change my habits. So yeah. Anyway, let's keep reading. Let's keep dancing, right? Can we take a look at Nosana? Only if you say it one more time. Thank you. I bought in at 3.025. That's a good amount. Yeah, that's perfect, right? So if like for example, if you were already in and then you're like, oh my god, like the RSI is extremely oversold, we're putting in a bottom, and you put in $1,000 there, that $1,000 is now $1,700, right? So that doesn't take into account the money that you have had in here, like dollar cost averaging down or whatever. So you could take that profit and run, and then you still have more coins in case it does run. That's my thought logic behind Dogecoin and my coin. where it's like, hey, I bought the dip. I get to take a nice little profit when it ends up going up 50 to 80%, 50 to 100% is where I think it's going to head. And then the rest, it doesn't matter because the rest, I'm just going to let it ride anyway, right? Kava, update please and thank you. What's up, Navnix? How are you? I don't know what happened, bro. I randomly sent it twice. Bless you. Yeah, we'll take a look at it for you, man. Nosana. Yeah, I already have a chart for you. Yeah, nothing's happened with Nosana. You really don't want to break this low. You came up, got stuck at resistance, and then got smacked back down. So that's exactly what, for the Toshi guy, for the DMV guy, DMV boss, that's exactly what I'm scared of, right? Oh my God, imagine if it comes back up to resistance and then gets smacked back down. That's why it's like, oh man, like I'm going to start a position down here and I'm going to buy the dip and then I'll sell. And then the rest of the coins, it doesn't matter because I'm holding anyway, right? So yeah, for the gentleman who asked for an Osana, it is still in a downtrend. You're still bearish, bearish under 78 cents and $1.18. So there's nothing more I can tell you, but obviously it could change overnight, right? But I can't give you any targets on the upside because we haven't broken out and we're hanging around these lows. Navnix says Kava, please, like Java, but with a K. Right, we just made a lower low, so that's not good. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to look at here, man. A couple things to note. Yeah, I mean, a couple things to note on Kava is that you are extremely oversold. I don't know why this thing dipped so hard, though, because it didn't even recover. Yeah, you're still down 57%. So is there a reason? Was there like a delisting or something? There had to have been some sort of delisting happening. No? No, it's not. Yeah, I wonder why it dropped. Maybe they released coins? No, they didn't. Yeah, because like if you do that with leash, like look at this. Look at this. Look at the market cap on that. How like it like explodes. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Kava, but unfortunately, man, there is no update, right? You are at a 150 million market cap, and I mean back to before this sell-off for whatever reason, only you would know. We're 144% away from that point. So for it to actually have a recovery rally and get back to where it was before the dip, you're 144% away. But regardless, I mean, this thing's just basically going to zero. So not saying that you can't, not saying that I can't get it, give you all your money back in 2 weeks, but just be careful with this coin. Anything like this, anytime I look at a coin like this, it is not good. It's very bearish. I mean, unless you're gambling, right? Unless you're Allo and you're like, hey, what coin dropped the most? Because I think that those are the coins that are going to give the most. Unless you're doing that, but even then, nothing's guaranteed. It's not like it could actually go back up to those levels, right? So maybe it comes back up to like 25 cents and then basically capitulates again. You have to you have to decide, hey, like I'm trading it and it's I'm gonna make a profit or I'm gonna hold it. But if you hold it, you're risking basically it going down and making another lower low. So definitely have a game plan. Virtuals also pumped hard finally. Virtuals. Yeah, we made a video on this yesterday, right? Yeah. Yeah, so our target, yeah, you got stuck at the 0.5. Very, very important why we look at that, right? Because if you're trading it or if you want to take profits on the way up, and that's what I'm doing with Dogecoin Mars with my coin, is I'm definitely taking profits on the way up. So we got rejected at the 0.5. I do think the target on the upside is $1.95. In the last video, we said that, you know, you might come down and retest this up this downtrend as support, which we did, and then we got a next leg up. So yeah, Virtual is looking very, very good right now. That's what I did. It's okay, Navnix. We've all done it. We've all done it. No shame here. This is the no shame stream where we don't talk anything bearish and we're just going to the moon. You know, it's funny, I have paper next to me and just randomly sometimes, like, I just like sign my name. Like, I don't know if anyone else does that, but just like, oh, I'm just gonna sign my name, or just like scribble on the paper. I'm sure a lot of people do that, actually. Let's see. Yeah, we're bearish because we're back down to, we're getting up to 21 viewers again when we were getting up to 40. So yeah, it's okay. People will come back when we turn bullish again, so I'm not worried about it. But it is getting really hot in here, so let me turn on my fan. There we go. Turned on my fan and the light, so now I'm not sitting in the dark. All right, are you in the shadow realm? We have 17 votes in. Get your votes in. We got 59% saying yes, including me. And we have 41% saying no. Wow. Autism? What do you mean by that? What does that mean? What do you mean autism? Is that a coin you want me to look at? Autism. What is that? Is that a coin? Autism. Probably some sort of gamble coin. Silver Days. What did you say? Here, let's see. I already know what you want. You want me to look at Zebic. Yeah, Zebic's not doing anything right now. Still staying over 35, and 47 is the target on the upside. We're just waiting for that breakout. All is the end. Welcome, and thank you so much for the membership, man. I really appreciate that. We cooked? No, we are not. I think we are going to go up. We might just have some sort of slight delay in going up because of the Fed meeting, but I do think that after they announce the rate cuts, we will be going up. I mean, we already went up, right? We already went up, so we're obviously having some sort of retracement, and then people are going to say, "Oh, wow, we're going down, but we went up." So we're having a correction right now. Hilarious. Like, look at this. Look at this. We went up like 12% with BTC, and now we have a little red candle, and Aloe and everyone thinks that it's over. Yeah, so I don't think it's over. I think we're still good. I think to the moon. And yeah, that's that. Ivan Misters, what do you mean autism? Like, is that a coin? Did someone say something? Do you have autism? It's okay if you do. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Zebic Network. Yeah, Zebic's not doing anything. It's just sideways movement right now. Silver Days. Up so much on Dog and Me. Just got home from work and seen this nasty rip. Yeah, dude, congratulations, man. We were talking about it earlier. There's a gentleman that bought in at 25 here, and he just asked for it. And yeah, that's the thing. That's the beauty, though, because if you're accumulating here and then it dips and then you buy the dip, you could sell that position once you do have these massive moves up, and you could be up 85% right now. And you could only sell that position, take the profits, and then let the rest run, you know? That's what I did with Dogelon. So I'm hoping we get a move like this with Dogelon, which we haven't yet. So I'm hoping for like what I bought down here, we get that move up, and I'll sell that portion that I bought down here, and I'll make some profit and just put it in my bank again. And I'll still have like my 100 billion to go to the moon with, right? So that's you know, pretty important. Risk management. Never overextend yourself. Don't go all in, because if you do that, then it's really not good. But you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it in people that do play the game like that, and I just can't stand it. It's actually like mentally, it like really hurts, because they're like just hurting themselves, going all in and not having money to like dollar cost or having some sort of play. Granted, I did it with Dogelon Mars, which is a very risky, and it's really stupid on my end. Like, if I ever look back, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so dumb for buying this. But next cycle, when we only do Bitcoin, it's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to be showing just Bitcoin and the Robinhood account, and just, you know, areas why I'm buying, when I'm selling, and trying to do the snowball effect with you guys, or as part of like the channel. That's the direction that it's going to. Anyway, let's see. LOL, man, this market's gone stale. I have been buying Pepe now. Oh, Renato, what's up, man? Welcome. So, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, we gotta check Neon EVM for this guy. He asked for an update on it, and I told him to come to the live stream. So, and he did. So, yeah. So for Neon EVN, there is no update because nothing has happened. Okay, so I don't know exactly what I said in my last video because it's been a while, but you can see that we have resistance here at the box. Okay, so we came up, we retested at one. We've been getting stuck here since March, right? So if you look back, we're still bearish under 19 cents and bullish over 36 cents. Keep in mind, 19 cents also does coincide with this downtrend at this point. So you're not only in a nasty downtrend, but you're still, unfortunately, macro bearish. It does need to establish a floor and hopefully consolidate sideways. You can argue that it's already started doing that. But once we do establish a floor and a base, then we could start looking at the targets on the upside. But as of right now, it's just making lower highs, and it just keeps getting smacked down. Okay, so unfortunately, it is bearish. Right now, price actually needs to stay over 7 cents. Otherwise, you're just going to be making another lower low, which validates this. As long as it stays over this previous low at 7 cents 70, around this area, then the target that you're looking for on the upside is breaking 19 cents to 36 cents. So, and that's pretty much it for Neon EVM. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Ivan says, with autism, I meant the writing your name down once in a while thingy. Once in a while, no, then I definitely have autism, because, like, look at this. Like, that's just off of this live stream. So maybe I have autism. I don't know, but maybe I have really bad ADHD, which I actually don't even think that's actually a real thing. It's just probably like everything is just super boring and there's nothing stimulating. Like, people talk to you and you're just like, oh my God, I don't even want to listen to you. Is that wrong? No. Only to the person that's talking, because they probably felt a certain way about not being heard. I don't have to listen to you. Anyway, let's see. Michael Burr says, "You people, what's up, Michael Burr? Welcome to the live stream, man." And Renato, I don't mean to like FUD you out too. You might be establishing a bottom right now for Neon EVN. So what you really want to see is consolidation and sideways, and then we can look at the targets again on the upside. Which, as long as it doesn't make a lower low, then it's still that 19 to 35 cents. Thanks, man, for always touching base on dogging me. Straight up went all in on the lows, man. Hey, that's good though. You playing with house money only now. Took my original 100K out. Oh my god, you're crazy, dude. I'm not even mad because I didn't go all in with Elon, but that's what I did here. I would never do, you're crazy, just FYI. But I did that here where I bought in here. So like I'm waiting to get that move because you got it with dogging me. So you're a winner, right? Like you already know the feeling. So like you'll know what I'm like feeling and what I'm going through when like we look at Elon, or like, you know, every once in a while on the stream I bring it up. And then when you see price action here and you hear me saying, "Hey, I sold that position," best feeling ever, because bam, I made so much money, just like you made so much money on it. But oh my god, straight up went all in on the lows. Bro, you're crazy. That is crazy though. But like look at this move though. Like it paid off, you know. It paid off. You're, you know, from the low it's up 85%. So that's really good. Playing with house money only now took my original 100K out. But what do you mean playing? Oh, so you're playing with your house money. But you took out the money, so you're not playing with the house money anymore, right? So you're just playing with profits now? Nothing wrong with that, brother. I agree. How far can Neon EVN go this bull run? That's a good question, man. If it runs, I mean, there's a lot of factors that you have to look into, man. If you're asking me, then, which obviously you are asking me, but I'm just going to have to like do a lot of research for you, and you didn't pay me any money. So now I'm just joking. So let's see. So like there's a lot of factors. So like I'm telling you this because you should look into this if you want to look at any other coin. Okay. So I'm kind of showing you what I look at and then what you should look at to answer your question. So the first thing you want to look at is the market cap, and then the fully diluted market cap. Okay. With any coin, and this goes for everybody that's watching right now. So like for example, I see the market cap 22 million, but I see the fully diluted market cap at 92 million. Okay. So I don't like that. So there's a token unlock schedule, which for me, I guess it's, why is it saying it ended August of 2025? Yeah, so I don't know the tokenomics on this, because it's, from what I can see, there's still it's only 23% in circulation. So basically what that means is that as they release coins, it's inflationary, and it does bring the value of the coins down because there's more in circulation. So it is going to be harder, and it's going to take a lot more volume to push the price up, back up to those previous all-time highs. I don't like those kind of coins. I don't like the tokenomics on it. Now, let's see. So like the highest market cap, for example, was 197 million, and the price was $3.42, right? So what if it goes back up to its all-time high from the current price? So that is around a 43x. So right now, based off of the market cap, so if the market cap goes up 43x, then so let's just say for easy math, 10 is 200 times 4 is 800. So 800 and whatever. So like between 800 and 900 million. So in order for Neon EVN to go back up to the previous all-time high at $3.42, going up 42x from the current price, the market cap has to be 900 million, which is almost a 4 to 5x on the previous market cap. So again, very important, because previously at $3 it was only 200, but now if it goes back up to $3, it's all of a sudden going to be 900 million, right? So a couple of things to think about when you're looking at any of your coins. Okay, so pretty basic stuff. Um, yeah. Anyway, so definitely look into that. And then in terms of like how high do I think it can go? I don't know. I mean, I'd say like I wouldn't even. I don't know. I don't want to give you the wrong answer, right? What if you come back up and you hit the 382 and make a lower high and you only go up 3x? So I say conservatively, there's no reason why it can't go to 36 cents. So how high do I think it can go? 36, yeah, 36 cents is a 3x from here. So you're looking at, 60 to 100 million market cap. Yeah, maybe it does like 50% of the previous market cap. I don't know because I don't know their token unlocks because they're only 23% diluted. So anyway, I know that's a lot of information. I hope that made sense, but maybe, conservatively speaking, you definitely start taking profits on the way up and you start selling at these areas of resistance like 19 cents. Because even before, and exactly what Keith did with Dog and me, we look at these areas and we're like, hey, you bought here, but you've been buying and now you get to capitalize on this move because you sold this resistance. And if it moves, if it moves higher, it doesn't matter. You still have your coins. But if it doesn't matter because you actually took profit and you may in your mind you're like, oh, we're probably going to go make a lower low and I'll just do that again, while keeping your other bag, like holding it. I want to do that with Bitcoin. I will never do that with altcoins anymore. But if you're going to do it because you're going to buy altcoins anyway, you might as well play it strategically and from that angle. So I know it sounds very simple. It is very simple, but there's a lot of emotions that goes into this. So I understand. Let's see. Family dinners are the most boring thing. Yeah, like give me my food. I'm going to my room. Man, you got upset today with the bears and the other stream. You cool? Man, the game is changing. Man, you got upset. Oh yeah, with the other stream. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break on going to other streams for a little bit. I got triggered. I got triggered. I'm not a peanut gallery. Like what? What? It doesn't matter if you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. I'm just gonna take a break on going to other people's streams. I think I need to just kind of reset and maybe it's a little bit different if like Dogecoin does go up and I'm in a good mood again and it goes up and I capitalize and take a nice profit, then I'll be in a good mood. But right now, like with that and like with my portfolio on the brink of making a lower low with doubling down, this isn't dogging me. It didn't go up 80%, so it's a little bit stressful. So I think again, yeah, hello, right, Peter? Like what? I'm not like what? Like I like what do you call it? Rage bait? No. Like I think again, it's kind of hard to tell like what people's intentions are, but I kind of call it as is. Like like even with my friends, like they're like, oh, I want to do something. I want to build a game, like or I want to do this and this, and it's like, hey, like real talk, like you got to have a conversation as an adult, as a grown person. Like, hey, you keep saying you want to do this. How are you going to make it happen? Um, let's talk about that. Let's talk. Okay, so like, oh, like maybe I don't know, just so much into that, and it's like I hate when people think that it's like coming from a place of like making fun of or like spite. It's like no, like I think you feeling that way is like literally the self-fulfilling prophecy of why you haven't taken that step over that and done that and done what you said you always wanted to do, But anyway, it's kind of too hard to explain, and honestly, not a lot of people are going to understand that, so y'all could just figure it out on your own. But anyway, I believe that I take constructive criticism pretty well. So, um, you know, if like I'm trying to grow my channel, I'm trying to become a Bitcoin maxi. I'm not going to say, hey, I want to sign, and I'm not going to get it. Like, no, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to put it in my budget, and I'm going to make it happen. I think like it's just I'm just like wired a little differently, and I think like I just take things like a little personal, so I just get very like upset, and it's not good for my health. So I just need to take. Well, let me take that back. What I said is true, but I think in combination with, again, like, hey, I just, I've been holding this crap. No, I've been holding this like and a lot of you guys can understand too. Like, hey, we're all holding our coins, and a lot of our coins are down here, with the exception of Dog and Me. You just had an 80% pop, so congratulations on that. But like, not a lot of coins did that. So you buy the dip, and you're like, okay, like, nail biting, fingers crossed. So I think it's a combination with that, where I'm just like, okay, like, I just need a break. But anyway, that's that. Aloe, thank you so much for that comment. I really appreciate it. It's like flashbacks. It's like a PTSD. Peanut gallery. Like, what? How dare you? You like, really? Like, oh, hell no. Not just fucking call me peanut gallery, piece of shit. Like, hey, give me my $2 back. Give me my freaking $2 back. Like, anyway, so let's keep going. Wow, I've been live for 46 minutes. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Let's see. Oh man, who jinxed it? You guys jinxed it, saying Bitcoin's going down. Well, now, no, we're fine. 114,000. I think we're over the moving average, right? Oh yeah, we are. This is like, we are so good right now. We are literally through all the moving average right now. Aloe says, we used to call a pedantic Peter someone who always cares about everything. I just thought of that and made me laugh. Flip the 100K to Mog, left house money on Dog and Me. It's game time, bro. Let's get it. Bro, Keith is crazy, dude. Yo, Keith, man. Honestly, that Mog isn't a bad play. Mog is not a bad play. Yeah, Mog is not a bad play. I mean, Mog is also a very relatively small market cap too. Yeah, Mog is smaller than Toshi, right? Because Toshi is, let's see. Yeah, Toshi's 300 million. Mog is, dude, Mog has 309,000 holders. That's insane. Yeah, Mog is only 76 million. So, Mog going back up to its all-time high. That's around 8x. So, you're still looking at 8 times 7, 45. No, 8 times 7, 56. Oh my god. Is my math wrong? 56. So that's, what is that? 1.3 billion. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 1.38 billion. 1.36 billion. Yeah, that's not bad at all. 1.36 billion. So, yeah, you're looking at 5 zeros 33. Yeah. Not a bad play at all. Dude, I hope it works out for you, Keith. When do you think we'll have alt season? What's up? What's up, G20MD? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for the membership. When do I think I wish I wish I knew, okay? I don't know, but I know that we're going to get one. And if I lose all my money thinking that we're going to get one, then so be it. And if not, then I'm a genius because I didn't get fudded out. I want to say like in the next like 6 months, but anything past that, I don't know. I mean, if you were here in the beginning of this year, I would have said literally like June, July of this year, and that's what we said. And then now it's like we never got it. So at this point, I don't want to say when do you think we'll get alt season because I really don't know. What car did you used to have? This one. The 2019 Toyota 86 TRD SE. Hunter Cortez says Sapien. What's going on with Sapien? Yeah, so for Sapien, if Mog plays out, we are taking Vision on a cruise. Yeah, I think he would like it, honestly. My wife and I, we go all the time. We went on we've been on 4 this year, and it's so nice. I mean, there's also a casino, so I don't know if he gambles, but like it's so fun. Like you go there, it's like you chill and you could play like the casino games and stuff like that, and I think he would like it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know the guy. That's funny. I told him, hey, he can come to Disney World. Disney World, New Year's. That's actually we're going to Disney World for this New Year's. Yeah, we're gonna go this New Year's. So it's funny. I was like, hey, you're welcome. I need something to feed my cats with. Can you do a Ventus, bro? Okay, well let's look at Sapien. Yeah, so nothing has changed with Sapien. We saw resistance at 13 to 16 cents 50. And we need to get a breakout from this area. Otherwise, we're going to come back down and retag these lows. Okay. So that's it for Sapien. It does look like you're attempting to break out, but you just made a lower high. You just wicked, and then now you have a red candle. That's pretty bearish temporarily. It doesn't have to go all the way back down. I would love Mog to 8x at least. I think Mog can. I mean, worst case scenario to the guy who's holding Mog, and for Matthew Dropko, let's just say you end up, let's just say they end up trapping you, so you actually end up making a lower high. So for Matthew Dropko, this is what I would say, and for you, because you're a Mogwell, literally, I would say probably take your money back out at 5/014. Or just sell out at this point, because that's still a 2x from the current play. I know it's not going to make you a millionaire, but a 2x, because you're risking not ever going back up to the previous high. Like, what if the top was in? I'm not saying the top is in, but I would be scared if I was holding. Like, even with Dogecoin, if I start seeing it go up, I'm taking profit on the way up, right? So 5/014 would be the next area that I think, maybe potentially will be topping at. And then if not, then obviously to the moon. But can you do a Ventus, bro? Are you the guy who asked for a Ventus on my comments? Yeah, there's nothing happening with a Ventus. So a Ventus, I always say a Ventus is like a really good play, because all right, look, very small market cap, 8 million market cap. It's on Coinbase, but the thing is, it's only on Coinbase. It's not really on anywhere else. So if this thing just dies and gets delisted, then you're going to lose all your money. But on the flip side of that, if this thing actually ends up getting listings, partnerships, and it grows, then you basically got in at the bottom, and this thing's going to fly. Because again, a lot of upside potential, because it's only 8 million market cap. Now, saying that, keep in mind, you also need volume. You can't ever grow with 60,000 volume. 24-hour volume is 60,000. That's not good. Okay. So you're just we're just in the waiting room right now for Aventus. But you have been, because Aventus has been on Coinbase for a while now. As far as TA goes, it needs to stay over $1.21. Otherwise, you're going to come back down. And then 201 to 288, which you've been getting stuck at since April of 2025, is resistance. Man, taking a 13-night cruise out of Baltimore. Oh my God, 13-night? That's crazy. No, yeah, we go on very short cruises, because it's kind of like a weekend getaway. Our next cruise, though, is in August of next year. We're going to Alaska, and that's going to be the longest cruise we've ever done. It's 10 days. But 13 nights? Oh my gosh. Dude, hey, have fun, man. That sounds great. I wish I threw more money into Dogecoin. I bought 3K worth, but threw way more into Dogecoin. Yeah. You and me both, man. But I never bought Dogecoin, like the Dog in Me coin. But if you bought Dog in Me, yeah, then you should still be up if you bought 3K. It should be close to like $5,000-$6,000 right now. But yeah, I did the same thing, man. I bought Elon, and I'm waiting to get that move like we got with Dog in Me, because that's what I think we're gonna get. So I'm hoping that we get another like 50 to 80% and tag this area of resistance. JC301 for 5 beans. Yo, thank you so much. I really appreciate the 5 beans. I think that's the second super chat of the night. Let's go. Thank you. Let's see. You said whiff. Yeah, whiff is bearish, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, with delete the moving averages. Yeah, whiff is bearish. It's still bearish, man. There's like, nothing I can really say. You're making lower highs, so clearly got stuck at the 0.5, and then you got stuck at the 382, made a lower low every single time. I mean, I guess you held 52 cents, so 52 cents is still support. If that breaks, then next area of support is 40 cents, and I guess you'd be making a higher low. But yeah, you have resistance, so you really need to break 87 cents. So for JC, if you bought in right now, I would say the problem is like, yeah, there's very little profit that you could take, obviously, depending on the amount of money you put in. But I'd say 58 to 87 cents is still resistance, because you could still come back up to that area and make a lower high, and then basically fall off the cliff. But once you break that area, then you're looking at $1.68, and then like previous high and a breakout to the upside for all-time highs. But that's pretty much it for whiff. So you really need to get a breakout, and if you don't, I gave you those two areas of support for whiff. So I think we did put in a bottom. I mean, we were oversold here. We had this nasty wick all the way down. So I hope that they put in the bottom, and we are now over the moving average on the RSI. So hopefully we're in for a big rally and a relief rally that does break us past 87 cents. That's what you're hoping for. And thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Any thoughts on VeChain Dino Coin? Are those two different coins, or just VeChain? We did it 2 years ago. Never thought I could stand the ship that long, but smaller boat is it was awesome. Never thought I could. We did it. Oh, you did it 2 years ago. Never thought I could stand the ship that long, but smaller boat was awesome. Okay. That's good to know. 10 days is a long time, so I'll let you know if I survive. I think the longest cruise I've ever done was a 7-day cruise, and I wanted to get off, I wanted to basically be off of it by like day 4. I was like, dude, this is way too long. Why am I still on here? Yeah. So I had another 3 days after that. That's crazy. XRP Nano, or if you haven't done it. No, we haven't done it, but I know Silver Days will appreciate XRP. Let's check out VeChain. Let's take a look at VeChain. VeChain. Yeah, so nothing's changed with VeChain. So same thing, right? We're just putting in a bottom, and we're just waiting to get that recovery rally, unfortunately. So nothing's happening with VeChain. Nothing's bullish on it, unfortunately. So I'm sorry. Now I understand the emoji, like your yeah, the little emoji. And then you said XRP. Let's see, XRP. Yeah, XRP is very bullish. So XRP did come down and retest support. So I guess if you had your buy orders, you would have been able to pick some up. But if you didn't, then oh well. Regardless, it doesn't matter, because you're still very bullish on XRP. $6.50 is still my target, and then Moonboy target is like $22, which we'll draw at that point, or $28. But I'm not gonna say XRP to $28 until we break $6.50. I'm a Royal Caribbean guy though. That's fine. I actually just looked at Royal Caribbean. I just looked at it, but the website was kicking me out actually. Let's see. Let me see if I'll finally find a cruise. It doesn't. I think the price difference isn't that crazy. I wish they did like tier matching because we really didn't know much about cruises, but we just always went on Carnival because it was so cheap. But now we have now we're like gold tier, like we're on our way to platinum. But I know that they're taking away the tier system, so we're looking at basically Royal Caribbean because the port. So one of the ports that Royal Caribbean leaves out of is in our city, and we basically it's a lot easier rather than to have to drive to a port, which is a lot more convenient. But yeah, Royal Caribbean looks really nice. We haven't been on Royal Caribbean, but I was literally looking, but there's something wrong with the website. It just keeps blinking out for whatever reason. Like it keeps it keeps blinking out for unfortunately. Oh, I guess it's not right now. Oh, hold on, let me see. Cruises from California. Let's see. Yeah, it just keeps blanking out. You see that? It's literally just blank. That's so dumb. All right, whatever. Let's see. You see the 100+ day cruise that goes from Greece to LA. Me and my wife have that on our bucket list. We cruise 3 to 4 times a year. We're diamond members with Royal Caribbean. Yo, Keith, that's awesome, man. I didn't see the 100, but I know that they have those like crazy days. Yo, we got to go on a cruise, Keith. We got to go on a cruise. You leaving out of the West Coast or what? You leaving out of the West Coast or the East Coast? I guess we're gonna be on the East Coast for New Year's, which is funny. Diamond members, yeah. So we're like on our way to platinum. So I just hate losing it, but I'm sure you know they changed their tier system, so we're gonna lose our tier anyway. So it's a good time to reset. So I probably should call Royal Caribbean and be like, hey, we're gold right now. We have like X many points. Like, is there any way you guys can tier match? Because we don't want to go with Carnival anymore, because they're getting rid of their tier system. But now it's like points. Chainlink and Auto too. Just throwing a bunch out there. I know you got other coins to look at though too. No worries. We can look at Chainlink is a good coin. Blue chip coin, strong coin. Yeah, so we have is this resistance or was this support? Support, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so look at this. We broke support and now we're retesting it as resistance. So I mean, I think we already put in a bottom for Chainlink. Yeah, we got support at $17 still for Chainlink, and I would say targets on the upside is breaking $20, 24 a double top, and then a breakout, obviously previous highs. So, I mean, this is very bullish. I don't even know if I can even draw this right. Like, very, very, very bullish. I'm not going to use the wicks because they didn't close, but yeah, Chainlink is very, very, very bullish. And then Ondo, I don't think anything has happened with Ondo from the last time that we looked at it. Yeah, so we're just waiting to get that breakout. $1.35 right now. If the floor basically breaks though, yeah, we're sitting on support at 70 cents, which you have established a floor here. that breaks, you're gonna probably come down and make a lower low, which is bearish. But on the upside, $1.35 is still the target on the upside, in my opinion. Thoughts on Litecoin, even though the ETF launches tomorrow? Dude, I love Litecoin. I wish I got in. I think Litecoin's a very good play. Yeah, we're getting stuck at the 382, $99. But you're in the uptrend. You're making higher highs, higher lows. I do think that once you do get a breakout, and once we break 130, which we have been getting stuck here since November of 2000. So we've been getting stuck here for going on a year. Every single time we came up here, we got smacked back down. So I would say once you do get a clearing from this area of resistance, at 130, 172 is in play. So I like Litecoin. If I could go back and buy another coin, I mean, that's dumb. If Litecoin was like back here actually like $50 or $60, I would probably sell all my Dogecoin and put it all into Litecoin, because I do think Litecoin's going to go up. Always call it a dino coin. Old crap. Yeah, it is old, but I mean, so is Zcash. So like, you gotta understand, man. I know this was a dinosaur coin, but look at this, man. Oh crap! Hey, our target got hit. I didn't even know that. I should probably make a video and say I told you guys. Taking a look at Zcash on the live stream. I told you guys. No, I'm just joking. Okay, so very simple. I mean, we didn't change any of the targets. All of our targets are still valid. We do need to reach our area of support. We did say as long as we came back down there and retested as support, targets on the upside are valid, and you did come down, you did retest it as support, and you actually tagged our target here that we had drawn at 378. So that's crazy. That's literally to the T. So if you got into that trade, if you put in your sell orders somewhere around here, congratulations, and congratulations on the giant move. Right now, you know, we are overbought, so I don't mean to FUD you out, but if we get a correction, we do need to stay over 150 to 215. As long as we come down here and retest this area of support, I do think once we break this previous high, then the next high is, I mean, this thing could go anywhere from 378 to 2.6K. So we just really don't know where it's going to stop. But that's pretty much it for Zcash. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, so you're saying, oh, dino crap, which is true, but I mean, Zcash was a dino crap, and if you bought the low, you're up like more than 10x, right? Yeah, you're up like 20x, man. Like, that's what I want. Imagine like turning 14K into $280,000, man. Yeah. Sign me up for all the cruises, man. They will match in some cases. I got casino comps. If you like to gamble, they will send free cruises every month. It's awesome. What? We will go wherever. Let me know when you guys want to go, and I'll book it ASAP. Let's go, Keith. I will let you know. I will let you know once the Royal Caribbean site works, and once I know this is like crazy, but yeah, hey, whatever. I mean, whatever. And once I call them and see if they could tier match or whatever, so I'll let you know. H-bar and XLM, what's up, Castro? Oh yeah, you've been here. Never mind. People say that LTC has been consolidating, and that if you look at it on the 6-month time frame, it looks like a short squeeze. Also, why do people compare Zcash to Litecoin? Well, no, I wasn't comparing the two. So he said like oh, altcoins suck, right? Like they're crap. And I was like, yeah, but like Zcash was is a 2017 coin, because Litecoin's a 2017. I was only comparing him. I know like they're totally different, but I was only comparing him from that perspective of like, oh, they're both 2017 old dinosaur coins, and look, this thing did a 20x, you know. Let's see what H-bar. H-bar is a good coin too. I remember I saw it at 5 cents. I saw it at 5 cents on Coinbase. It was at 5 cents. Should have bought it. Yeah, back here. Oh my God. I mean, this did a 600% move. Yeah, so for HBAR, it does look like it's attempting to break out. You need to break 19 cents. If you don't, you're probably going to come back down. So yeah, right now target to beat is 19 cents for HBAR. And then there's no way Litecoin doesn't run hard now. Yeah, I know. I really do think it is. I think it's a no-brainer. But I'm just too scared to sell Dojo on Mars right now before it goes up, especially after this dip. What was the other one? XLM. Yeah, XLM's like Zcash right now. Oh, sorry, XLM's like Zebic. So it's like the same thing where we have two targets and it's just consolidating within those two levels. So yeah, resistance at 38 cents, support at 28 cents, which it has been respecting. So obviously we're going to kind of see where the trend takes us. And if we break 38 cents, obviously to the moon, if we break below 28 cents for whatever reason, then we'll look at the targets on that downside. So where do you think Shadow Token can go? Yeah, I think this coin is horrible, but we could take a look at it for you. This thing is, yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing has changed, right? Where can it go? Same concept, right? Like, you remember I explained this, like, to that one guy earlier? I don't know the tokenomics, right? Yeah, so it's fully diluted, so that it is good in that aspect, right? Looks like they just released it in May of 2024. But you have all this price history, which is weird, but whatever. It's fully diluted, 88,000 holders. Very low volume, which isn't good. 14 million market cap. To go back to its all-time highs, like let's just say for easy math, is at 50x. So what is that? That's 10x is 140 times 5 is like 54251. So like 700 million, right? 5525, 750 million. So the highest market cap this has ever been was 183 million. And the price was $1. So obviously over here is $4. So they obviously released coins. So how high do I think it go? Maybe you could have a 618 retracement at 86 cents. Or maybe you come back up to 382 and have a 382 retracement, validate this downtrend, and then that's all she rode. So maybe a 3x, I'd say, conservatively speaking. I'm just giving you like this is very scary. When people ask me to look at their coin and it's all the way at the bottom, I think the same way about Elon. I just told you guys earlier. Like, this is so scary when you have your coin down here. Like, I've actually bought in more thinking that and hoping that it does what Dog and Me did, which is go up 80%. So super bullish on LTC. Love the coin, but thoughts on a 6-month time frame if you don't mind. You're gonna make me look it up. You're gonna make me actually like change my chart and look up the 6-month time frame. Let's see if I can do it without it. Dude, this looks like a... Holy crap, man. What is this? Wow. Yo, is this thing about to like... Yeah, I can see it. Yo, literally, it looks like you're just like getting compressed here. Typically, I don't think this thing's going to basically break down. I do think you are onto something. I can see it. I can see where you're getting that from. I mean, this also just looks like a bull flag. And you're eventually just going to like break. Yeah, this literally looks like you're about to leg up. Now, is it crazy to think that our 1618 target is it crazy at $1,700? Not at all. When you change it to the 6-month time frame, you go to $1,700 and then you bottom out at like $200, $300 during the bear market. That doesn't sound too crazy, right? Because what did you do here? You did 94%. What did you do here? 96%. What would that be? 1,700 to 300. 83%. So maybe you do go lower, but I don't know. Yeah. It's not bad. Yeah, man, I really wish I had Litecoin. Maybe if Litecoin doesn't run, and if Dogecoin runs, then I'll probably do that. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Oh, wow. Yeah, this right here, bam, this was my car to the guy who asked. Beautiful, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to drive around the Corolla, honestly. Every single time I drive that car, it just reminds me of how much money I'm saving. It's a good feeling. Plus, I already got my wife, so like I don't really need to like flex on, I don't really need to show off my car, She's the one getting in it. We could just drive her car if she wants to drive something nicer. Let's see. Let's check. Let's close out the poll. I think, welcome to the end of the live stream. Will we have alt season by the end of 2025? A lot of optimism. I love it. 22 votes. We got 73% saying yes and 27% saying no. For the 27% people that say no, please leave my channel and never come back. I'm just joking. Thank you so much for your support, and I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you guys participating in the polls. With that being said, again, I will be going live the rest of the week except Friday because it's obviously Halloween. So I'll be going live again tomorrow, 5 p.m., Wednesday, 5 p.m., Thursday, 5 p.m. So we're going to close out the month with basically as much content as I can. And yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats, the members, the subscribers. Have a great night. Have a great Tuesday tomorrow. We'll be going live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, I hope hopefully we make it up. Hopefully we make it out of here. And tomorrow, every single day, I'm always like, hey, I can't wait to live stream. Oh my God, it's going down. I can't wait to live stream tomorrow and have Dogecoin at 603 for whatever crazy reason, and all you guys will be like, oh my God, congratulations, like you made it, or you made a good amount of profit, because you bet that if from now until tomorrow, if you see Dogecoin at 603, Aloe would be so disappointed in me if I didn't sell. And that's true, because I should have even sold Vara. But what's Vara doing, by the way? But yeah, it's like basically you holding Vara and getting a 3x and not selling. I'd be like, yo, there's something wrong with you, because that's crazy. I can't believe you sold, but you didn't sell. But I just can't wait. I hope all of our coins do that. In some cases, like for the gentleman that has dog in me, congratulations, because 80% is a good amount to wake up to. So anyways, have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow, and I'll catch everybody in tomorrow's live stream. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes. Nothing more.